Today I woke up and saw that all over the social media was the announcement of a death of young actress. I mean, she was only 36, and that's so sad. And it's a reminder of what Jim Carrey said long time ago. I wish that all of you could become famous and rich so that you can come to a realization that it was never about that. If she could buy the light for the void that was inside her for years, I mean, it's kind of sad. I watched in May her interview at Shaity's podcast, and it was very soul to soul. Never try to impress anyone. Uh, your only mission, as long as you are on this journey, is to pursue excellence and ignore success. Because those who are doing the reverse and are pursuing success while they're ignoring excellence will end up in the lifelong pursuit without being fulfilled. But when you are in a state of pursuing at the level of your capacity excellence, success comes naturally. And by the success, I mean fulfillment in all areas of life: health, wealth, love, happiness, joy. Because anything you do, even if you are washing your laundry, if it's not joyful activity, you're wasting your life and you're wasting your time. So your capacity to put yourself in a joyful state of being is something you should equal your definition of success, because it was never about money, about fame, and I don't know what's been presented as a success. If you could, I don't know, with those who you put on a pedestal, spend some time, majority of them would disappoint you. So please don't have idols. In many cases, you are better gem than they could ever be, no matter what your current circumstances are. We all come down again to the inner work and to the childhood, because the saddest part of adult life is that if you haven't realize the patterns from your childhood, you will unconsciously recreate them. Meaning, if when you were a child, you was in environment, you were in environment that was unsafe. You were in environment where you had to be quiet, always walk on eggshells, read the room, behave, and so on and so forth. Everything else that's freedom for your nervous system will be unfamiliar, no matter if you are 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years. You will, by the default, go back and self-sabotage everything that's better than what you used to experience till the age of 7. So that's why people have issues with their goals, because they're putting their goals on the pedestal. Let's say you never experienced fulfilled relationship. Dig deeper at the root cause of it. If you're putting a relationship on a pedestal, you are entering in it from a cracked place. People go on dates and they are obsessed and hyper vigilant and hyperventilating and are in complete mess with their nervous system even before they go on that date. Then they are acting, they are not their true self, and always in the back of the mind it's chatter. Did they like this? If I say this, what will they think? If I order this or that, or I do this or that, or I put my hair this or that, or I wear this or that, what do they think about me? What do they, should I say this? Is this too much? Am I too much? So on. Guess what? You will never experience second date. But if you are entering with full confidence to any interaction with anyone, with the assumption and the question, do I like this person? Do I have same values and goals as this person? Is my time here spent wise? Have I expanded or I shrinked as a human being after this interaction? You're putting yourself in the place of advantage. So always know that whatever you are recreating, you are doing it unconsciously, because the only goal of our brain, of our mind, is to make our programs real, to put our goal and our reality in coherence, to match. If you think deep down that you're unworthy of easy life, your brain will, no matter how influential surrounding or people you might have in your close circle who want to level you up, you will find the way to self-sabotage that. Why? Because deep down inside your core limited and wrong early year program is that you are unworthy of ease, of good life. Why? Because you were born. There is no need to add something why and to over explain why you are worthy of easy life. As I said, we just live from two states of consciousness. Collective state of consciousness, where people see this world and this entire universe as a dog eat dog environment, unsafe place, unworthy of ease, unworthy of all the good that life has to offer. And there is the small percentage of people who figured out how this game of life works, and they are 24/7 living every life experience from that frequency, and they're radiating that signal of feeling, knowing, and being normal and in a state of expectation to and not accepting anything less than I am worthy of good, of all the best that this life has to offer, and I expect it and I accept it now. Ease, joy, flow, all the best that life has to offer. Health, wealth, love, happiness. Why? Because I was born. Leave everything else aside. Never over explain why you are worthy. And that's where you are laser focused on your North Star. And that's where you are no longer accepting what's being offered to you, because you now know that you will only accept and expect what's highest version and in alignment with your new identity. Even that can be a limitation depending on what's the ceiling of your new identity, because sometimes because we are selling ourselves too short. The highest possible version and best possible dream, goal, or desire that you can imagine now, even if you did some work on the identity shift, can be just a floor or a ceiling or a current limitation of what you now perceive as possible for you. So that's where the power of surrender comes, and that's where you are no longer bamboozled or stressed with obsessive compulsion and need to manage stuff, your life, this person, this situation, that situation. That's where you are more and more in a state of letting go, aware that after that limitation ceiling of floor of your mind, of your ego, of your current self, even though this might be at this stage and point in your life the highest possible that you can imagine for yourself, trust me, when you surrender and let God do the work and heavy lifting instead of you, He will show you and equip you with the weapons you didn't even know that exist. And as I said, He will do the heavy lifting for you. Yours is just to stay loyal and to have faith and trust. As I said many times, faith and fear are the same forces of same coin, just two different sides. And you are on a day-to-day basis choosing whether or not you are giving yourself permission to live from the end state and from the new, most powerful identity that you are committed to. I recently watched, there is one woman who I follow, she's awesome, and I like how from the funny place she approached to this work, because as I said, the more you have fun on whatever it is that you are doing, the less it will feel like work, and it will flow more naturally, and it will easily be your current life. So don't obsess too much and don't take anything too serious, especially don't take yourself too serious. And it was something about, I don't know, she was it's like a dialogue between her and her higher self, and I don't know, she's asking her higher self something like, where is my abundance, why am I sabotaging it, and so on and so forth. And her higher self replied, really, you are working on being abundant version of yourself. What have you ate for dinner last night? And there she was, like, remembering. And then she said that she, I don't know, ate some leftovers. And her higher self asked, really? Wasn't that smelling weird? Where were you at your for your matcha last week? And she said where she went. Were you satisfied with your matcha? And she was like, it wasn't like I wanted, but why you didn't call the barista to ask for another one? Well, I don't want to. And she was emphasizing and pointing where she still has the echo of her previous self. Yes, she was explaining like food is not to be wasted and so on and so forth. But you can't be powerful and abundant version of yourself if you don't think that you're not even worthy about awesome meal. Or if you are not feeling and you are uncomfortable with speaking and asking, I don't know, if you're not satisfied with your coffee, or I never had that problem, fortunately, and in my case it's reversed because many times I was, as a child, criticized. uh, you didn't do this good, or you didn't do that good, or that could be better, or you don't know how to do that or this. So I went on a beast mode in perfectionism to the tiniest details as a form of my protection, so that I can prove myself that I am worthy and that I can and know how to do things. I wouldn't recommend it because it's too exhausting, but because I was most of my childhood silenced to not speak my word, I have zero issue and problem to, I don't know, in public, or when I feel that something's off, say that something's off, to fight for my, so to say, rights. And if something isn't as I expected, that wasn't in my 20s, even 30s, just later when I did the inner work and when I stepped into my empowered self, where I'm not that type of Catherine woman who will go and bother people without the reason, but I will also not be quiet when something isn't as I want it to be and as it is promised. So, yeah, sad. She was awesome actress, she was awesome being. She also left her daughter without the presence of the most important figure in any human life, and that's mom. Even though mom and daughter connections are many times challenging, because nobody can push the button like daughter can push mothers and mother can push daughters. It's a cycle. As I said, that's the reason, and all other things in this journey are the reason why you should do whatever you can to level up and to expand your awareness. It will be such a relief for you and for those who are in your close circle. The moment you figure out how those patterns from early years work, the faster and easier you will be capable to cut what is no longer in resonance with your higher self, with your new identity. If you got used, I don't know, till the age of 7, and it was normal for you that success is for others, not for you and no one else in your family, you must find new normal and live from end state where you and success are separated just with the sign of equal, normal, natural. If till the age of 7 you learn that love is hard to find, get, sustain, and live in till the rest of your life, like in fairy tales, you must rewrite the story and put between you and love sign equal, normal, natural. Because, as I said, fairy tales shouldn't remain fairy tales. Fairy tales are life for those who know how to make out of their experience and out of their journey a life that for the outer world and for others looks like fairy tale. Well, guess what? You're in charge because the power of rewriting the script and whether or not the witch is a winner in your fairy tale at the end, or it is a good girl princess winning, you hold the pen and you decide how the chapters of your story unfold. As long as you're here, it's never too late. I mean, look at stories of those people who seemed for the outer world in their 50s even like a failure, and many of them proved them wrong. So never allow naysayers to celebrate their assumptions about you. Work in silence and let your wins scream. That's the best feeling in the entire world. And that's why, as I said, celebrate if you are at the moment at your knees. You can't go lower from your knees. You can only allow and look up and put a guy from the big sky in charge of your matters and watch what happens. But do it with your whole heart. And whenever you are interacting, never try to impress anyone. Speak from soul to soul. First, align with the goal of your soul. The goal of your soul has nothing to do with what's by the society determined like the goal. Your soul has its own goal. So follow that vision, follow that path. Always interact with others from soul to soul, not from trying to impress them, because people are sick and tired, especially nowadays, of perfectionism. We are all hungry and yearning for the vulnerability from real stories of victory, where you were literally brought down to your knees and to your lowest, and through the grace of God, you came back as a winner. That's what you should do. As I said, even if you feel lonely or it's dark and scary where you are now, only know that you are never alone in the moments of unbearable loneliness. Be aware that all your guardian angels, souls of all your ancestors, and the big guy, God Himself from the sky, are watching over you. I mean, your guardian angels are wondering why you are not doing what they were assigned to you for, why you are not bothering them more. Whatever is that you are now going through as a form of not being sure, whatever decision you are now in a process of making, have a meeting with the most important entity that was assigned to you at your, even before you were conceived, but let's say at your birth. That's your guardian angel and angels. Consult them. Let go of tarot readers, astrology, even though I love all of that craft, astrology especially, but they are, in comparison with your guardian angels and God, less they have less power. So why are you searching help in all wrong places in the outside world? Why are you wasting your time and your energy when all the tools and the weapons God already gave you? You just have to relearn and retrain yourself how to put them into work. And that's what the true and real definition of surrender is. I read in an awesome article, some woman asked how to ask help from my higher self or from God. And the answer was short and clear. Your only job is to realign and reconnect with your higher self and allow it to work, to do the heavy lifting for you. So that was my message for you. Even if it might feel scary, you are never alone, and from the bottom, you can only rise to the heights and to the light you couldn't even dream or imagine that even exist. That's why I, from the bottom of my heart and soul, wish to every single one of you. Stay strong and blessed. I love you and thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you and your support and your awesome comments. I read them all and they mean a lot to me. And I really, really, really want for you to 24/7, as long as you are here, be aware that you are God's highest form of creation and that if now you are not doing awesome and great in any areas of your life, in every areas of your life, that just means that you must dig deeper around your early year programs. Stay strong, stay blessed, and I will come with another empowering message soon.